Good day, everyone. Yeah, briefly, we are going to look at how to cut kembe. Kembe, this is just is a old trouser used by the Yoruba people. But uh, it's calling me back gradually. People are using it again, so it's something that is kind of in vogue presently. So what we are going to use basically is the length. The measurement we will need is the length. Majorly, we need the length and the ankle circumference. So the lap is just there. We won't really need the lap because this is actually a free trouser kind of. So was the length of this person is 37, the lap is 27, while the ankle is uh 15. So what we are going to start with is the length. I've marked it already because I am presently holding my phone, so to make it easier, but I will still trace it. So the first thing I measure here is two inches, 2 inches, 2 inches for the folding, for the upper folding. Then the crouch is 12 inches. This is 12 inches. So the length of this person is 37 and 37. Yeah, 37. Then I added 2 inches allowance for the folding. Yeah. So the first line, like I said, is for the folding at the top. Here is the second marking. Here is the crouch. That's 12 inch. And the third marking here is calf. It's used for the calf. That's below the knee. And how do I get this? From this crouch, from this your crouch to the actual measurement. This is the actual length. Then you will divide it by 2. Divide it by 2. So this uh so like I said, from the marking of your crouch to the actual measurement, you divide it by 2. So this is where it reaches. And see it. Then you subtract 2 inches. Or should I say you will add 2 inches to this? You add 2 inches to this. So that's how you get your under nail. And this is basically, this marking is just for to get your calf. That's the thick part. The thick part, or I mean, thick part of your nail. That place is kind of thick. It's thick, so one needs to be careful so that the trouser will be free. That side of the trouser. So this marking is used for that. So let's continue with our work. So this is the ankle part. Like I said earlier on, the ankle circumference is 15 inches. As you can see, this is 15 divided by 2, which is 7.5. So you add another 1 inch to it, and you can make it half inch, but I'm using 1 inch to make it 8.5. So this one additional 1 inch is for the seam allowance. So I marked 8.5 here. So this your calf part under that's under nail. You mark your 8.5 there too. This 8.5. Then you will rule it. So this is it. Rule it. Really. Then, like I said earlier on, the thigh of this person, that's the lap, is 27. This is 27. This is 27. 27 divided by 2. That's 30 and a half. So because we are sewing kembe now, which is another form of trouser, so I added another 6 inches to it. And this you can actually add as many inches as possible, and you can reduce it just to it depends on how big you want the kembe to be. The person that owns this actually has body is kind of big, so that's why I'm using that's why I have to add 6 inches to his actual lap. Yeah. So from the crush, you measure like 6 inches below. Is 6 inches below. So that's where you will chalk. That is, you chalk your cuff for the trouser. No, this is the cuff I'm talking about. And do it this way. So, no. So this is where you target for the cuff. This is where you target for the cuff. Like I said, this is where the length is starting from. This is 2 inches for the folding allowance. This place to this place is 12 uh, inches. This is for the crush. Now to determine where the cuff for the trouser is, we measure 6 inches. This is 6 inches. This 6 inches. As you can see. So, and this is your ankle. The actual ankle length is 15. 15 divided by 2, that's 7.5. Then I added 1 inch to it for same allowance. That's 8.5. So we measure the same 8.5 here. You know, measure the same 8.5 here. Then you will chalk it. You know, I actually use freehand to cut this, but if you have the ruler for cuff, you can actually use it. But I used freehand to cut this. So yeah, that's about the marking. So what is left is to cut. And lest I forget, this I folded two. Uh, the folding that is for both front and back. So I folded it in two places. No. So if I cut it like this, I've cut front and back and the two legs together. So what you just need to fold your fabrics, fold it into two places. So the way it is, I'm done with the chocolate. What is left is to cut. So let's cut. So this what it looks like. Now what we are going to do next is to just reduce the weight, the waist a little bit. Um, by extension, that will give us the room to create where we will put our pocket. The pocket will be around this place. So let's just mark it and do that real quick. So let's mark 2 inches from here. 2 inches. Or better still, let's make it 2.5. 2.5 inches. Then we mark 12 inch here. 12 inches rather. 12 inches. I hope you can see that. 12 inches. Then we just do a little bit of freehand curve here. A little bit of freehand curve here. So you can see that. So we trim it out. So that's about the cutting. So this is where we're going to put our pocket. So that's about the cutting. So let's sew. Yeah. So we are about to start the sewing. Just open your clothes. The area that I cut the other time, just open it. The side that I told you guys that we are going to fill the pocket. Just open it like this. So let's use this left side. You can use either side anyways. You can as well turn it like this and use the air, but let's make use of this side. So we are going to use this side for the left side, and this place will fall on the right. So one pocket will be here, the other one will be here. So let's get it started. So I've marked the place where we are going to put our pocket. So from here to here is 3 inches. Just the normal way of fixing our trouser. From here to here, 3 inches. Then we mark like half inch. Then from this half inch now, we measure like another 7 inches. I hope you can see that. So our sewing now, we start from here to here. So just like I said, we are sewing from here to here. That's 7 inches that we marked. So this is the 3 inches. We first mark. This is the half. And you are starting your sewing from here to here. That's 7 inches. Then we turn your. After sewing, you have to notch here, notch here. Then you will turn this one to the side like this. Then we have to sew it like this. So let's sew. So you can see the sewing. So you have to now turn the this from the back. Now you turn it like this. I'm actually holding the phone with my hand. Yeah. So you turn like this. Then we just top stitch here. Then you will find a way of turning your pocket to make it neat. Let's do this together. So you can see the top stitch that I talked about. Is it the second one here is there. So we just notch notch somewhere around this area like this. Just hope you can see what I'm doing. Just notch that, and pick we now remove it from here. Move it here like this. So after removing it from that place, we sew from here, just sew it to this side, then you will return it back from the way you've remove it. So let's do it. So this is it. I've joined it. So we now return it back to the way it was. Let's see. So turning back, then we sew it like this. So after sewing this, I'm going to this what it looks like, and you just return this other side. Just return it back. Turn it back. Turn it back. Then you sew. Just return it back. You just sew from this point to the top. So you have to sew it from here to here. Yeah, so this is what it looks like. Then we turn it like this, and just sew this other side. Just sew it like this so that the pocket will stick. You can actually use it like this, but the reason why I always sew it down like this is because you know the more people put hand inside this pocket, this side and the other side might be uh trying to come out, but when you stitch it like this, stitch it down like this to the other side like this, so even no matter how you put your hand inside the pocket, these two edges will still be intact. This is what I was trying to explain. Stitch here like this. You can see the stitching. Just stitch it down to here. You can see. So no matter how long they put their hand inside the pocket, these two edges still be there. So we just do. Let's face the other pocket, then we continue. Yeah. So this is the down part. I'm folding it now. So it's time to join the both sides together. So you mark like 2 inches from up, then leave like half inch. So this space is for the rope, where you put the rope after folding the top. Just measure 2 inches from the up, then leave like half inch. Then when you sew to this place, we jump it. So let's just do it. So this is this is the hole. As you can see, just top just stitch it. Yeah. So after joining both sides, it's now time for us to join the leg. So and if you still remember, say the ankle circumference is 15. That 15 divided by 2 will be 7.5. 7.5. So that's what we are using. So I'm through with the joining of the leg. So what's left for us is to join the upper part, and we are done. So I'm putting elastic so as to accompany the waist, so that the person can, even if we pull the rope, he might decide to leave it and not tie it. So I'm putting elastic. So let's do this. So it's more or less like the last part. What's just left is for us to sew the rope and insert it. So that's it. So kindly subscribe to our page and like, and finally you can also invite your friends. Thank you. This is what it looks like after you're through with it. So